Bryn, where have you taken me? This is heaven.
This is, as Phil calls it, automotive Narnia.
Here we are at Caffeine and Machine. This is Phil, my buddy. You used to run a website called Crank and Piston, right?
Yeah, good memory.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Now you've put all your effort into building the dream destination for car enthusiasts.
That was the gun, right? We were aiming for that. It was the sweat and the pain and the scarring of running an automotive cultural website.
Believe me, I know what that's like, okay? That's why I do video now, guys.
It was going to events and wondering why everyone was sat in a car park or insular, isolated, mark-generated events, singular vehicles. I'm broad spectrum. I like broad spectrum. And I found it really weird that no one had built a home for the automotive enthusiast. Kinda.
So essentially what this is like, it's like the internet forum in real life.
Yeah.
For car people, but the forum is like all makes and models.
Yes.
Yeah.
So everyone's invited, fully inclusive. We're open from 9 o'clock till 11 o'clock every day. We serve breakfast, lunch and dinner. We serve coffee and booze. It's as simple as that. We don't say no to anyone. Everyone is welcome.
So here's the coolest thing about this place, guys. Okay, just imagine the best part of a car meet. The best part of the car meet is watching the cars roll in. Right? So that's happening all day here. Since we pulled in, everyone's staring at us like, oh, what's pulling up? What kind of car is that? That's been going on all day. And then we have monster trucks here. There's a monster truck there. If this guy doesn't be careful, like he could pull out and then run over that MR2 easily. I think you're right.
It's a full bore mix, right? It's this weird cultural, what do we call it? It's not a dichotomy, it's a cultural juxtaposition of automotive. Yeah. It's a mix of everything from RX-7s to Cappuccinos to B5 RS4s, MR2s, Hiluxes on lifts, Laurels, a strange man with a ginger beard, AE86 drift cars, Rolls-Royce 911s.
It just has to be interesting in some way or another. Somebody has to love it. Therefore, we have to take a look at it and we have to potentially love it also.
And allow people to love their own product and don't judge them because they love their own product, right? You never character assassinate someone when you're face to face with them. We don't character assassinate the way that people look, but we're very quick to character assassinate why this RX-7's on bags. Yeah. But we shouldn't, because Kaisel's done it because he wants it that way, right?
Kaisel, you ruined it!
Perfect example, right?
Yeah.
These guys have come in from Belgium.
Okay.
Scuff, scuff, scuff.
That's the tiny hump. So how many cars have you had here at one time?
Crikey. We've had a swing of a lot. Probably the high side of 800 on a good day. 200 or 300 motorbikes. 800
cars? That's insane. You have a SEMA show where the cars actually run.
Yeah. But it happens every day. And what's really interesting is because of where we're positioned, we've got Haas, Renault, Mercedes-Benz, Formula One within 15 miles this way. We've got Silverstone, Donington, Mallory Park racetracks within 50 minutes that way. Aston Martin and Jaguar Land Rover are 4 miles over the hill. Triumph and Norton are 40 minutes down the road. So during the week we get the businesses. Yeah. And at weekends we get all the employees of the businesses and then the culture and farm trucks. Yeah. And airplanes and helicopters, it's nuts.
And that's really the thing, right? So if you are a car nut and you want to see cars, it's kind of like, when you go to Tokyo, you go to Daikoku, PA or Tatsumi, PA to watch the kind of cars come in and out at night. It's an empty truck stop, but all of these racers and cool cars show up. But the difference is they're Japanese, they're polite, they're sitting in their cars, smoking their occasional cigarettes, and that's it. You don't go up to them, you don't talk to them, you don't have a beer with them. Here, it's completely different.
Push the engagement.
I wish something like this existed in LA so much, so much.
One day, Larry.
this is a full-fledged restaurant plus store.
Yes.
You know,
So we've just launched it. So we opened 27th of October. We had a dream, we had a plan. We then got hit with more people than we expected. So everything
That's
kind
a
of
good thing.
slowed down. The main building itself is split into three. So we've got Roadhouse Cafe on the right, and then we've got our Emporium and our gallery just in there. And then we've got 8 bedrooms upstairs. So we've got like a mini hotel stroke bed and breakfast.
Oh, great. That's awesome.
Hidden up there. Let's go and have a look inside.
Yeah, let's have a look.
So, Emporium.
Yeah.
Sadly, the shop's shut, but we could open it for you.
Okay.
So Emporium kind of looks like this.
Yeah.
Again, local artists, people from the scene. So we've got Amy Shaw from a photography perspective.
Yeah,
we should have a Chen on the wall, to be fair.
I want to be on the wall. So this is actually where the caffeine part comes, right?
No, this bit here is purely the we're super busy, how do we serve more booze and more drinks. So this is our kind of extension to the bar. The bar's through here.
Oh, cool. All right. I love the artwork so much. I love it. It's incredible.
So main bar,
Yeah.
built by one dude, meant to represent the inside of a hot rod's engine bay, right? So all bead rolled aluminium, stainless steel in the end.
Yeah.
Built by one guy called Wayne Allman.
It is busy in here.
Yeah. So this is our bar.
This is so cool.
And then the big coffee machine comes from La Marzocco. We do feature motorbikes. So this is a local builder, a guy called Ben from Vale Speed Shop. We chop and change these around all the time.
So that's your slogan right there, right?
Slogan, this is the life mantra, right?
Yeah.
So it's difficult to present what it means. We try and make people protect this place like it's their own home. You don't do burnouts outside your own house. You don't skid outside your own house.
So unfortunately, I feel like that's probably why it might not work in LA because everyone's gonna, with a Mustang, is gonna kind of try to come and do burnouts. Sorry, Mustang guys. I'm sorry.
Touch wood yet. We've had nobody do anything really stupid. And then the restaurant carries on down there.
Yeah.
So we've got seats, amazingly, we've got seating for only 50 people. These came from Aston Martin engineers.
Yeah.
Local artists made us the 924 engine block. The ex-chief of design for Jaguar cars did us that bonnet. This is Stig Blomqvist's Africa Rally 911 bonnet. But it all moves, everything's for sale. And then I would show you, but this is a reason for you to come back. Up those stairs there are the 8 bedrooms.
Oh, okay.
But I'm not going to show you that just yet because I'm
All
not
right.
ready.
So I'm gonna come back,
We'll come back and stay.
feature some cars. Oh, is that an invitation?
That's a full invite. But
You guys heard it. You guys heard it. You can't take it
You
back.
have to hang your artwork when you come back to stay, right?
Oh, this deal gets better and better. This deal gets
Come
better
and bring
and
your
better.
photos, come and hang them up, come and stay.
I didn't even notice you guys have another section.
Yeah, so it started off as Madonna's bra, and then it went full total recall. So we've now got three nipples.
Oh, nice.
It's very simple. We've got a cafe and a bar in there, and then we've got recycled tires on the floor.
Wow. So this is kind of one of those things, again, since you can only seat 50 people there, you at least have some more outdoor area.
And it gives us the opportunity to put on events and let corporate activations happen. So
Right.
we do quite a lot of press days.
And that's cool because then you could still keep running your normal stuff.
Yeah, no brands can take over the whole ship.
Yeah.
This has to stay open, otherwise we've lost the reason for it being.
Of course.
So if we celebrated 30 years of MX-5 last week, they ran out of there, they put all of their cars out front.
Yeah.
Customers were still totally cool with walking in and out of the building. So we do press activations, we do parties.
You would never put on your own event excluding a certain kind of car owner because you want all types of cars to come at any time.
What we wanted to do was mash people together and make them realize that they're all kind of the same because they have the same love affair. So you end up getting these situations where you've got a Mark III Golf sat next to a 350Z, sat next to a Rolls Royce, and everyone's kind of engaging. So it makes it a little bit less cliquey, less insular, more broad. So what we wanted to do was foster interesting dudes in the community, and the first person that stepped up was a guy called Ben Broke-Smith. Ben is a freakishly talented driver and an amazing setup engineer. And we all live in a world where we run our cars stupidly low, we want too much camber, we want them looking like Kaiser's car.
Yeah.
Ben ensures that they go down the road straight and right and true. So he runs an old school suspension geo shop using string.
Oh, cool.
And it's based in here where it says praise the lowered, honor the uplifted.
So you can come here, get your car worked on, enjoy some coffee, enjoy some lunch.
And that's what people do.
Yeah.
You know, we had a guy the other day that drove from the Nürburgring to have his Targa set up.
Wow.
He had lunch and he had drinks, and then he drove back to the Nürburgring in his freshly set up Targa. Yeah, 996 GT3.
Yeah. Is that Al's?
Yeah, it is.
Oh!
So little
Yeah,
Nürburgring.
I almost threw up in that car.
So
Sorry, Hal.
So a really simple setup. So Ben swings the cars in, gets them up on the flat patches, and does geo setup. But he swings the doors open so people can engage and see what he's doing. Because again, there's too much stuff goes on in our world that's not getting passed down the line. So people aren't learning it and people aren't grasping it, right? From welding to paint to suspension geo work. This is the good one.
And this is, oh, yeah, I like that. That's a good saying.
That's just to break that concept of just because you've got money. It makes us no different. No different. We're all on varying stages of our ladders of success, right? And an 18-year-old guy driving a Fiesta is no different to a 40-year-old guy driving a 911. They're just in different periods of time. When we opened, we were due to open on the 27th of October at midday. At 11:56 we shut because we were full. And then since then it's just been full. So it's been reactionary every day to try and catch it. So we rapidly needed to extend the car park. So we pushed out into the back field, which you can see there. And then we pushed as far back into the car park as we could. And we sort of started to prep the land that's a bit further down the other site. But we needed space.
How long have you even thought about this kind of idea?
I wanted a crank and piston cafe.
Right.
You know, this hasn't been, it's been a 10-year stretch. We started testing it back end of 2015 in Dubai. I did a run of events in the Middle East, testing it, trying to break it every time, and it never broke. It just got bigger and bigger and bigger.
Right. And now you have this.
Yeah. And then 2 years ago we said, let's go real, and here it is, right?
I love that you have these installations where basically it allows for people's cars to kind of get featured in a way.
Yeah.
You know, like it's like the highlight of it.
Yeah, the plinth. Come on, put your car on the plinth. We want more. I want more. I want them lit.
Yeah.
You know, it's celebrating other people's product. If you can't show it off, you know, there's almost no reason for doing it in a strange way. Everybody likes the fact that you've got your toy and you can express yourself.
Yeah. Thank you so much for having us. It's just such a dream to see that something like this actually exists. It's your dream.
You still owe me photos in the bedroom though, Larry.
Yeah, and you've made it a reality. We'll be back. That's a wrap.
I don't think it's a Lamborghini though, because it doesn't have Lamborghini doors like Shane's S15.